get this comment a lot. You're only pumping the stocks that you own. What an ego boost. Most recently, I get this comment a lot on SCHD videos where everyone will say, well, what do you think about this dividend ETF? And I go, SCHD is better. And they go, well, what do you think about that dividend ETF? And I say, SCHD is better. Or they go, well, what do you think about this dividend ETF? And I go, SCHD, better. And then they go, oh, I get it. You own SCHD, so you're promoting the one you think is best. Hey, how much is Schwab paying you? But here's a secret. I don't own any SCHD, not a single share. Whenever people say, oh, you're getting paid by Schwab, you own Schwab, you're pumping Schwab, and I go, I don't own any shares, they go, what? So on this video, I mentioned 7 different companies that had the potential upside of 25% or more in the next 12 months, according to Wall Street analysts. And you can see the comment, you're pumping the shares you own, pump and dump. Since this is a channel on education and I'm here to teach people about the stock markets, not come out and go, wrong idiot. Let's first understand what a pump and dump is. So here's how it works. I find typically a penny stock or a company with a very low float, not a lot of shares on the market. That makes it very easy for me to manipulate. And then I go in and I buy a bunch of shares. I'm talking like 30,000 shares, 100,000 shares, 500,000 shares. And then I go all over the internet, whether it's on paid channels like a paid Discord or a paid email list, or I just go all over the internet in general and say, hey, everyone, look at this penny stock. All of a sudden, there's been a big surge in volume. Something must be going on. Somebody must know something. Let's all buy it, even though I already bought it. And then unsuspecting novice beginners, investors, traders see the video and go, oh, this is my chance to get rich. And they buy the stock. They end up becoming something called the bag holder. They buy at the top. Then the person who's running the pump and dump, which would be me in this scenario, I dump my shares, I take my profit, and everyone else is screwed. So we're going to go over the 7 different companies that I talked about in that video, and we're going to look at their flow. You ready? Let's go. Oh, wait, smash the follow. Now, before I get started, I wanted to show you one company. This one is 36 cents per share. The average 10-day volume is around 221,000 shares. And their float is 46 million. Low float penny stock, easy to manipulate. The first one I talked about in my video was Rivian at $23 a share. They have an average 10-day volume of 22 million shares. And their float is 828 million shares. Up next was Uber at $47 a share and an average volume of 14 million shares. Uber has a float of 2 billion shares. You see where I'm going here? T-Mobile, 520 million shares. Alibaba, 2.5 billion shares. Polestar, a penny stock. But their average 10-day volume is 3.5 million shares. Their float is 463 million. AMD, 109 per share. An average 10-day volume of 61 million shares. And a float of 1.6 billion. The last one is Blink, another penny stock at $4 per share. They have an average 10-day volume of over 2 million shares and a float of 53 million. I only own one of those companies, and I'm not even going to tell you which one it is. But you can also see how truly impossible it would be for one person to pump a stock with millions and millions and millions, if not billions of shares on the market. Thank you for the ego boost, though. Wow, you think I can move markets? Amazing.